fake news in response to a virus like this can be dangerous and damaging to health, and it should be taken down.
Face masks are useful only if people actually have coronavirus or another kind of infection. If they have it, they can be useful to reduce the possibility of someone passing it on because they catch the droplets when they sneeze or cough, but they are not effective in reducing it significantly if you just wear them and you're well yourself.
So most of these antimicrobial sanitizers work against both bacteria and viruses. There are some types of anti-bac which are just meant to be for bacteria, but these pathogens generally get tend to kill off with these sanitizers.
It made almost no difference. It would, for example, if we'd stopped all flights to China, that would have delayed things by probably at most 5 days. And it's notable that, for example, Italy, which is the country which did ban flights and was much more aggressive, is actually the country in Europe which has had the most cases.
Of shaking hands is negligible. What really matters is washing our hands, and so our public health advice will remain clear and based on that science.
What we are seeing at the moment is an increase in numbers around the world, and I think we have to be realistic about this and start planning on the basis that an epidemic is likely to occur globally, and if it happens globally, it'll happen in the UK.
There's no way to predict how widespread this is going to become, and all of these measures that we're taking, will it contain the virus? But what we do know is that 80% of people who get the virus will recover normally. About 10% will have some sort of health complication. About 5% will have a serious health complication, and there is some mortality associated with it as well, but that's not uncommon for these viruses. The symptoms of coronavirus are usually different from the common cold. With coronavirus, most people get a short-lived fever that lasts for 48 hours, 72 hours, and then they may get a cough afterwards. They generally tend not to get the sniffles and a runny nose and a sore throat, which are the things that you normally get with a cold. So those symptoms help to differentiate. Two reasons. One, because it is a novel virus that we haven't come across before, and so the world is on alert, and there's a snowball effect to that. And two, because it does have increased infectious potential. It presents a protein on the surface which is more likely to penetrate cells and therefore is more virulent. And so while normal influenza is around, this novel coronavirus has been shown to be quite infectious. So those are the two reasons why we're a bit more concerned.
We know that mortality is running at the moment around 3%. For seasonal flu, it's well under 1%. So it certainly can be much more dangerous for some patients.
The early trials will do very quickly, but you then need to do much larger trials to check whether they're safe, and then you need to work out a way of safely manufacturing it. And I think everybody who understands vaccine production and testing knows this will take at least a year, even if we have a very good vaccine that enters the trial process at the moment.